Russia invades Ukraine. On February 24, 2022, at 4 a.m., a pivotal chapter began in Ukraine's storied history. The horizon was stained with the looming threat of another Russian aggression, only 8 years after the notorious annexation of Crimea. A force of thousands of Russian soldiers stood ready, their eyes and weapons trained on mainland Ukraine, signaling intentions of a sweeping invasion. Kyiv's iconic skyline and the pristine Ukrainian coastline were both under the shadow of impending conflict. Ukraine found itself at a historic crossroad. A successful Russian campaign would mean more than just territorial loss. Ukraine would become landlocked, a crippling blow to its robust maritime export businesses. But beyond economics, the essence of Ukrainian self-determination was at stake. A potential defeat could push Ukraine back into an era of subservience, risking its stature as a sovereign nation, and potentially branding it as the sick man of Europe. The forthcoming battle for the Black Sea wasn't just about territory, it was about Ukraine's very soul. A definitive test awaited Kyiv's resolve in the face of an overpowering adversary. With bated breath, the world turned its gaze towards this European hotspot. But before diving deeper into this compelling narrative, a brief interlude. To our valued info warriors, channel your wit and creativity into the comments section. And if you're tracking the Russia-Ukraine saga, do hit like and subscribe. Word has it, each subscription makes Putin's mustache quiver. Onward to the unfolding drama. Russia's Black Sea strategy. A coastal focus. Russia's coastal campaign in the Black Sea region had two main axes of advancement, the northern and eastern sub-axes. Each had distinct goals based on strategic significance. Northern sub-axis, securing waterways. The North Crimean Canal, previously supplying Crimea's agriculture via the Dnipro River, had been blocked post-Crimea annexation. The initial goal was to dismantle the obstruction, but real control lay further north in Nova Kakhovka, home to a permanent dam vital for maintaining the canal's water levels. Additionally, Russia aimed to dominate Kherson, an oblast capital with approximately 300,000 residents, to consolidate control. Objectives: reopen the canal, gain authority over the Nova Kakhovka Dam, capture Kherson for strategic security. Eastern sub-axis, land bridges and resources. While Russia already controlled parts of eastern Ukraine like Luhansk and Donetsk, the focus was on Mariupol, a key city in Ukraine's steel industry. Capturing it would cut off Ukraine's Sea of Azov access, intensifying its maritime trade woes. Russia's 2018 Crimean bridge, though significant, had its logistical limits. Thus, an eastern land bridge to Crimea was desired. Dominance over the Dnipro River, a natural defense line, was crucial. This meant targeting Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, Europe's largest nuclear facility, and capturing vital nodes like Melitopol and Berdyansk. Objectives: seize Melitopol and Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, advance to Berdyansk, consolidate forces and take Mariupol. In essence, Russia aimed to secure essential resources and create robust logistical pathways, reinforcing its dominion in the Black Sea region. Russia's Black Sea objectives. A Western focus. Russia's strategy on the western sub-axis had a series of significant targets that extended beyond Ukraine's borders. Mykolaiv, the shipbuilding hub. The first milestone was Mykolaiv, a key oblast capital known for its naval shipyards. Historically closed off to Western eyes until the 1980s, Mykolaiv's shipyards have birthed formidable vessels like the Moskva, Russia's Black Sea Fleet's pride. Considering its rich shipbuilding legacy and military importance, Mykolaiv stood as an essential conquest for Russia. Odessa, the southern gem. Further westward, Odessa awaited, Ukraine's majestic southern capital and its third-largest city. Its capture would not only add a significant urban center to Russia's control, but also potentially open the gates to the entirety of Ukraine's Black Sea coast. Transnistria, a potential annexation. The broader plan, however, might have extended beyond Odessa. Nestled to its west is Transnistria in Moldova, a sliver of land with past Russian ties. Historically, the region resisted Moldova's independence efforts, leading to the Transnistrian War. With the Russian 14th Army's intervention as peacekeepers, the region leaned heavily towards Russia, though it remains internationally unrecognized. Odessa's potential fall could pave the way for Transnistria's annexation. In summary, secure Mykolaiv for its naval legacy. Advance to and control Odessa, unlocking further westward expansion. unite with forces in Transnistria, solidifying Russian control and potentially annexing the region. Russia's western sub-axis game was clear. Capture strategic points, render Ukraine landlocked, and reshape territorial boundaries in line with Moscow's ambitions. Act 1. Russia's blitz on Ukraine's south. Caught off guard by the sheer scale of Russia's offensive, Ukraine was ill-prepared for the rapid advances that ensued. Despite U.S. warnings, Kyiv had downplayed the threats, expecting merely an upsurge in the Donbas conflict. Ukraine's primary military might was eastward focused, leaving the south vulnerable. Swiftly, Russian forces advanced from Crimea, capturing the Canal Dam, a move re-energizing Crimea's water supply. Concurrently, the Russian warship Moskva set course for Snake Island, a pivotal Black Sea point. Outnumbered, the 19 Ukrainian soldiers stationed there couldn't fend off the capture. Post-Crimea annexation, Ukraine's naval fleet had dwindled. Without backup, Ukraine witnessed subsequent territorial losses. Nova Kakhovka, which holds the canal's primary dam, and the crucial transport links into Kherson fell. Russia's troops surged on, clashing in Melitopol, even as their eyes remained set on Mariupol. Berdyansk's fall on February 26th pushed Russia closer to monopolizing the Sea of Azov. Ukraine's southern defense crumbled as March arrived. Melitopol succumbed on March 1st. By March 2nd, Russians overran Kherson and besieged Mariupol. Although Ukrainian forces in Mariupol resisted till late May, Russia's dominance over the Sea of Azov was palpable. March 3rd saw the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant's capture, sealing Russia's southern triumphs. The Kremlin's strategy was unfolding seamlessly, casting dark shadows over Ukraine's southern frontiers. Act 2. Ukraine's countermeasures. The magnitude of Russia's rapid southern conquests shocked Kyiv. Expected southern losses, seen as a trade-off for protecting Kyiv, were greater than anticipated, prompting intense introspection. Ukraine had laid minefields to impede Russia, yet their advance continued unimpeded. There emerged three theories. Luck might have favored the Russians in neutralizing the soldiers who set the mines. Russian special operatives might have preemptively disabled the mines, or a grave betrayal from within might have sabotaged Ukraine's defenses. Reacting swiftly, Ukraine's security service, SBU, began an internal purge. High-ranking arrests, including a Kherson commander and the chief of the Crimean SBU unit, made headlines. Zelensky ousted the SBU's chief, Ivan Bakanov, holding him accountable for the oversights. Strategic errors like not demolishing key bridges into Kherson became lessons learned. Adopting a scorched earth policy, Ukraine sank its primary frigate to prevent potential capture. As Ukraine recalibrated, Russia's own challenges surfaced. They had scant provisions, overestimating local Ukrainian support. Their logistical issues grew apparent, particularly as they ventured west. The southern debacle pushed Ukraine to refine defenses, rooting out vulnerabilities and potential betrayers. Act 3. Ukraine's counteroffensive. Kyiv's revised strategy hindered Russia's southern advancement. Key infrastructure like bridges were destroyed, and Kherson International Airport became Ukraine's stronghold, blocking Russian resupplies. Local intel in Mykolaiv kept Russia at bay. Russia's hope to seal off Ukraine hinged on controlling Odessa's sea. While the Moskva's defenses shielded their fleet, Ukraine scored a game-changing hit on April 13th. Neptune missiles, guided by a Turkish drone, bypassed the Moskva's shield, sinking it. This loss exposed Russia's fleet, prompting their retreat to Sevastopol. Russia eyed Snake Island as a strategic point, but Ukrainian strikes deterred any foothold attempts. By June 30th, Russia withdrew from the island, conceding southern dominance to Ukraine. Ukraine's resilience ensured their Black Sea access, stymieing Russia's southern objectives. Epilogue. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam in June 2023 indeed worsened the situation for Ukraine and made it more challenging for them to make significant gains in their counteroffensive. The Dnipro River served as a formidable defensive barrier for Russia, and with the dam destroyed, it further complicated Ukraine's efforts to push eastward. While Ukraine aims to make further progress in its summer counteroffensive, the outcome and success of their efforts are yet to be determined. Hope you found this video informative and engaging. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might find it interesting, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Your support means a lot to me. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then, take care.